in that film. But yes, light is illumination, and some people might think that the types of topics that I talk about on my channel are dark, but to me, I just see it as me shining a light on what is already actually there. So, yeah, it's interesting. So before I start going into this deep dive in this kind of reflective chat, it's fucking obvious, but anyway. So when it comes to solitude and loneliness, one of the things that you will get to a point within yourself where you stop, as I am now, coming into being 40 and facing the next 10 years and what's to come in the world, is you stop wanting the world to see you in a certain way. You stop chasing adulation on a level that you once did. All right? And one of the things that you'll see is you'll be talking to certain people, usually people that really believe in their heart that they're intelligent because they've studied at some school. But when you start really talking to them on a soul level, what you'll realize soon is that the subject that they're talking about and the knowledge that they have on these subjects that they claim to talk and know about really doesn't go much further than just memorization. Okay? And that's one of the things about school. We've talked about this in previous videos I have, is that it doesn't teach you how to freely think. It teaches you a system. And a lot of the stuff that you're doing is just reciting and regurgitating information back to be kind of like indoctrinated. And then you are told you're a very good Johnny and Susie because you repeat all this in their heart from very, very young, like I did, where you become very, very quiet, you know, and you stop getting to a point where you're not chasing anything that is performative, because that's what usually is like measured in terms of like success in this world. And you really kind of seek a very quiet life that is really about a lot of inner reflection. And I'm at that place now where going out in public and dealing with people and going to the shops has become almost traumatic on a level, because we're seeing such a regression of souls and how they behave. We're seeing such a regression, like a regression. It's not progression, a regression of how people treat each other. And, you know, even when you go out and you talk to people and you look at them, you just see this kind of emptiness now. It's what I call the fluoride stare. And even how they interact with each other, it's so distant and cold and atomized. And this is all from modern society. It's all from being on your computer. A lot of these young people now a level of skill set that can actually ascertain real, stable at that point. And I think that's why me coming to myself, becoming an older person and an older, refined, wise, switched on man, is I do not chase fitting in. I don't chase attention. You know, that is not interesting to me. And if you're out there and you're told that you're too quiet, or you're too intense, or you're too much, or you speak and the whole room just goes silent, this isn't because you are wrong, but it's because you hit differently, because you notice that things just don't add up, and you dare to question what others just accept blindly, and people begin to really drift away from you. I want you to know that this is not you. It's nothing that is wrong with you. People usually laugh together at things that just absolutely bore me. Like, I can't even turn the TV on. It's gotten to a point now where I can deconstruct a commercial and look at it from a point of view where it's just gaslighting. Like, everything everything is consumable, everything is marketable. We've just become social, basically not even social, we're just like in that regard, we're just kind of like consumerism. It's just all consumerism. As long as you're a consumer, as long as you're buying something, that's all that matters. And I also see people obsess over trends and obsess over just absolute superficial fucking nonsense. And it's also like them making up these things and making things, problems out of nothing, is also a way of avoiding real problems in the world. You know, you'll often see people that really avoid any level of inner work, like really looking at themselves, because that requires effort. It requires commitment. It requires due diligence to do that. And they don't want to do that. So you'll see people that will find something very minute that is within their control and make that the focus of their life. Same with being this whole like gay thing, or like all of this wokey shit. What it really is distraction on a level. It is very much inverted. I've talked about this before. It's a level of inversion now that's now become quite normalized. But what it is, it's like taking the color blue and then say your favorite color is blue, which is what people do, not just with like the whole LGBTQ plus shit, all of this, insert made up letters, right? What it is someone taking like their favorite color is blue and then building an identity around that, you know, because it's a preconceived structure of identity that is been laid out for them to follow. Right, and that's why, as being me, it's like, you know, I just didn't follow that. I just looked at it and went, "This is very dangerous. It's very pernicious. Gay culture, all of this is very, very, very dangerous to the soul. It mutilates the soul. It destroys the body. This is actually really luciferic in a lot of ways. It's a mockery of the natural world in a lot of ways, in the behavior of the selfishness of it." But then if you say something on that level of depth, like I just said then, A, it would probably go right over the top of someone's head, or B, they will be like looking at you going, "What's wrong with you? You know, you're not blending in. You're supposed to fit in. You're supposed to look like everyone and do as you are told." And what we really have here is someone that has a level of intelligence that is very real. And so one of the things that you'll learn about intelligence is that it isolates you. All right? Intelligence isolates you. And what it is that over the years I have made being isolated my strength. Yes, I'm still starving on many aspects. Yes, I'm still a human that I need interaction with other humans. All right, but I've learned that I don't accept scraps. I don't accept low quality depth. I don't accept, like, lions don't eat. Like, you've got to, I think the meme was lions don't, in order to be a lion, you have to stop accepting rats. We don't dine on rats. We dine on prey. We dine on real food. So like a dog in the street, are you going to live on scraps, or do you want a T-bone steak? So what we accept from others and how they treat us, and what we put up with other people in their level of self-awareness or lack of self-awareness, is on us. So when you level